Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first ever episode. Is it really worth it? In this series, I'd like to tell you a rough review on the game, plus pricing, and my opinion of it, and whether or not it is worth the price that the developers have put on it. So this is the first game I'd like to bring to the table for you. This is Prime World Defenders. It's brought to you by a company called Nival Games. They've brought you such games such as Heroes of Might and Magic 5, King's Bounty Legions, and they have two upcoming games as well called Prime World, which is or it was originally an MMO. I think they may be trying to go into a online battle arena or something, but that's just hit open beta, so go check it out. And then there's also Prime World Academy, which is a puzzle game. I might see if I can get some more information on these in the future for you, but let's get back to Prime World Defenders. So the cost is £11.99 in the UK, it's €13.99 in Europe, and in the US it's $14.99. This means that Europe and the UK are roughly priced the same, and the States get it approximately 20% cheaper. So if you're in America, you have no reason to not pick this up if this is your cup of tea. Let's look at the options. It's only a tower defense game, so it's not going to be anything too in-depth, but I would like to see more than just volume sliders, a windowed mode, and resolution. You can reset your account if you wish more replayability. I haven't seen the end game yet, so I'm not sure what happens when you hit the end. But I'm already about 18 hours into the game. I'm enjoying it a lot. There's definitely lots to hunt for in this game, but I'll explain that after we jump into a quick mission. So this is just one of their randomly generated missions. These happen around every story point. So we'll check out, you can see which enemies are displayed across here, and you can choose your towers dependently on that. These are your rewards on the right here. You can use these buttons to switch between the current missions. The randomly generated missions and the story missions are not the same. So you see this is just going through the easy, medium, hard, which are these 3 points here, here, and here. The story missions, however, they give you extra achievements you can achieve within them, and this cycles back across the story, and you can see the map moving behind me to track where the story mission is. So this game has a lot of customization, but I'll do that after a quick mission. So I'll pick up this one here just to show you roughly what the game looks like. My towers seem to be suitable for this. There's no invisible enemies, and I have towers that shoot flying enemies. So let's give it a bash. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit bunged up or a little bit under the weather at the minute. I suffer from hay fever and I've just moved back to the country. So here we are in the game map. These little spinning things you see are power-ups. If I build a tower on them, they get certain benefits. We have boosted damage up the top there. We have 2 increased range down here on the left and an increased attack speed here on the right. So I'm going to start off with some of my favourite towers. There's only a certain amount of flying people, so we'll put up one flying tower there and one of these mortars to do splash damage to land enemies. Put some standard towers here. Area of effect flame, poison tower. The tower variety is really quite nice for this style of game, and you can level up the power of each tower individually, and then you can also evolve the towers as well. The most interesting part about how you get the towers and your magic in this game is that it's all based on a collectible card system, which is very interesting. I really like collectible card games, and the fact they've actually chosen to do this for a tower defense game it interests me. So I'll send in a couple of waves early, and we'll put it into fast forward. There we go. You have a magic system as well, and same way you can level up your magics as you do your towers. But you can't evolve your magic, which I wish you could. That would be really spectacular if you could actually have, like, you could improve the magic to have extra effects rather than just doing more damage. But it's not bad. So here we have some flying enemies, only certain towers can attack them. So I might bleed one here, so I'll drop this out of it. Ah, the tower killed him anyway.
To battle!
So I'll explain a little bit more about how the collectible card system works after this, and the upgrade system as well. Yeah, the turret variety is pretty good. As you can see, I have with me 8 towers, and all the ones I have here can be upgraded to 3 separate levels. When they're level 3, they have this red ring around them and 2 stars. When they're level 1, they have 1 star and a yellow ring around them. Now, as you can see, this turret here has a spiky effect going around it. This is one that has boosted damage. This one with the waves is the one with the boosted attack speed, and this one with the little
let's head back. We need
semicircles almost is the one with increased range. So as you can see, you just go through the levels, you level up your turrets. I'm just sending some more minions to perhaps make this look more interesting. There are some more awkward enemy types. The enemy types are quite diverse as well. You can see we have little battle wagons here. We have these enemies that come in swarms. We have the flying enemies you've seen. There's
more often.
Flying, swarming enemies. And this is the reward system. So, at the end of every one of these random missions, you have a try your luck. You always get the experience and you always get the gold. You also get bonus experience and bonus gold depending on how well you did. Depending on how many enemies you bleed and how quickly you finish it, I believe. So the reward, you can't just pick one of these cards. You have to click shuffle, and then you have to choose a card. So, I can't remember if I've got 3 of them. So I will take that. I can always... Oh, no. I will take that. I can always sell it for the same price later, if need be. Now, as you can see, you can try again, and you get to choose another card. So I'm going to choose this card here. And an Ancient Seal, that's really good. That's the strongest card I found so far. I believe it's the strongest card you can get to use to level up your towers. So I'll collect that one. And seeing as, you know, it's a video, I'll show you what the third one is. It's a star, so it's another type of currency. You have silver coins and stars as currency in this game. Right, so there we go. This easy map is now respawned. Time to tell you a little bit more about the currencies. And the customization features. So in the currencies, we have silver, which you can use in the both talents and the store. So I've recently just finished all the talents in the talent trees. You have 3 trees, which you unlock as you level up. So I am level 24. And I'm not sure what the maximum level is. It looks like I'm close to 25. Yeah, so I can still level up once more by the looks of that. At least. You always get a reward when you level up. It's usually stars. I think it's only stars. I can't remember the lower level ups. If you viewers out there know, please leave a comment. Yes, the skills start off costing a small amount of gold, silver. The early levels, it's still quite a large amount. You build it up quite slowly at the start of the game. Whereas in that match I just did, I think I got a total of about 400 or 500 silver. For an easy, random map. But yeah, they progress and you eventually get up to spending stars. And stars are incredibly rare. And if you spend them throughout your game, you're going to find it really hard to get a lot of these higher ones. As you can see, you require 90 stars just to finish all of the skill trees. Obviously, the more the currency, the better the skill is. Now, this is the store. There is 1 card a day, which came in a recent-ish patch that is on special offer. And you will get this card for a discounted price. Now, I don't think that's particularly worth it, because this is just a common card. You can tell the rarity of the card of these marks in the top right here. So this just has this little wisp there. If it's uncommon, there's another one here, and if it's a rare, there's a third one here as well. This is its cooldown, if it's magic, and it'll say the cost there if it's a tower. You have range, damage, and cooldown. On a turret, you have range, damage, and a attack speed. There's a little bit more about a description here. Certain things do special effects like poison or slow or damage over time. You can buy individual booster cards, booster packs, start a set of cards. These are really good if you're just starting out. You can level up your basic turrets. These include a slowing tower, slingshot, poison, and a fire tower. So if you get them, you can level up your basic cards really early and it gives you a really big advantage. For 1,000 silver, you can get an artifact set. These are 3 cards which allow you to upgrade your towers at lower levels. There's a rare artifact set at 2,000, which allow you to upgrade your cards at a higher level. Or much faster. Then for stars, you can have Knight's Chests, which are like the chests that we just had at the end of that game. You know, the random shuffling. For 2 stars, you can get an Imperial Chest. And then for these cards down here, you can get rare boosters of 3, unique boosters, and unique boosters of 3. Let me show you roughly what this does. I will buy this one, I can afford it. I think I have all the rare cards, but, you know. So from this one, I'm going to take the Ice Emblem and sell the Toxic Cloud because I already have that magic, and I've already got a max level Prime Injector, so I'll sell that one. But I'll take the Ice Emblem. The Ice Emblem is pretty good. So this is the collection of cards you have. You have all your towers here. This is most of them, but I think I'm still a couple short. This is your magic area, and this is the artifact you use for leveling up your cards. As you can see, cards you've recently acquired have this little new blinker going over their information button. You can drag towers here into your bar and it will replace them. You can tell how far evolved they are by the colour of this dot and how far leveled up they are by the number. Now, leveled up and evolving are different things. Let me show you how to evolve a card. As you can see, I have a second evolution tier stun tower and a first evolution tier stun tower. So we go into the Forge, you go into Evolution, click on Select Cards, let's find my Slowing Tower, there we go. And we'll find the other Slowing Tower, there it is. I'm going to evolve these. And by evolving, it makes the card much better. So as you can see, the base damage went up by 28 and the range went up by 8. Now, when you level up a tower in battle to level 2 and level 3, it always doubles the damage and then quadruples the damage. And this one also increases the stun duration by 0.1 of a second each time, which is quite good. Certain towers, the range increases as well. The other way you could improve your card is by fusing. So if we choose a card, let's choose a card that I'm probably going to use in the future. Let's take the Mortar, that's nearly maxed out. And we will chuck in some of these improvement cards. So we have that one, and we have that Ancient Seal we just got. There we go. Damn it, it's not going to quite take it to 15. So you can see under here it says level 11 of 15. I'd like to get it to 15, but I can't quite, I don't think I have any more. No, you can use other towers, but they're not as good as these artifacts. So alas. We'll do that, and that will improve my turret by an extra 219 damage. There we go. And then obviously that's going to be like 438 and then 800 and whatever on the next one. Right, okie dokie. I think that's mostly everything I wanted to show you with Primal Defenders. So what do I like about it and what do I dislike? There's a lot of things I like about Primal Defenders. For a start, it has a cloud save system. So I can play on my machine, and then I can go to someone else's machine, and it loads directly from the cloud. It does it very quickly. The achievements are really nice. Most of them are very clear, and it explains which level, like the level-specific achievements. It gives you extra things to aim for on certain levels. There's also the progression ones, like reach level 10, reach level 20, blah blah blah. Let's try and find there it is, Encyclopedia. So, the enemy variety is pretty good for a tower defense game. And the card variety is pretty good for a tower defense game. So you go, I have one more rare magic to find, and then I have all the cards. Or I've seen all the cards. I like how the system works. Each tower feels like it has a purpose. And the lower level cards may level up quicker and they will be stronger for the first part of the game. But as you get rarer cards, you can level them up more times. So a common card you can only get to level 5. A uncommon card you can get to level 15. And a rare card you can get to level 25. So a common card at level 5 will be much stronger than a rare card at level 5. But a rare card at level 25, which is its maximum, compared to a common card at its maximum, will be incredibly more powerful. There are some things I don't like about Primal Defenders as well, though. So we have, in the actual game, if you place down a tower and you're not happy with it, you cannot sell it for the same price, even if the game is paused or before the first wave has even arrived. It will always sell for the reduced amount. So if you make a mistake, you can't just correct it quickly. The story feels a little bit lackluster. in some areas, and the voice acting for some characters doesn't feel spectacular. And the worst thing about it all is during the missions, you may have heard when I showed you that quick gameplay, some of the characters will bark random scripted events. Like the woman was like, "We should use magic more often," even though I had just used a magic spell. One of the guys, when you put down some certain towers, may say, "We need to go get more gears," or "Do we have a wrench?" and stuff like that. And after a while, that grates a little bit. But you learn to phase it out. So I'm gonna... There's backstory on all the characters here, which is pretty good. But I want to show you one of the... I'll show you the introduction video, and you can hear just for yourself what the voice acting is like in
An
some part.
apocalypse doesn't always mark the end of the world. In the world of Prime, the cataclysm was the birth of a new era.
So this is the character you play as, the Ranger.
A massive flood of Prime
And he actually has a pretty good voice
along with
actor.
all memory of it.
Seems pretty good.
But from the chaos, a new world formed. Prime World.
Okay, so we have lots of backstory in these, and as you can see, the style is quite nice. Like a fractured comic book style. And I really like the art style of it. I like the art style of the whole game, in fact. I'm trying to find a story that's not going to be too much of a spoiler, that has perhaps some more of the voice actors interacting.
He's breaking into the castle. He's already inside.
Fire at will! Get out! Get out! Faster!
I trust Amir, and I agree this is an important artifact, but because of it, we've lost our home.
Yeah, there's nothing much left to hope for unless we can activate the Evening Star.
Right, I'm going to stop that there before there's any spoilers. But as you could hear, it was effectively one person speaking, a pause, someone else speaking, a pause, a longer pause as a new panel appears, someone else speaking, and it just felt like they'd recorded those, each speech bubble separately, and they'd just been dropped onto some storyboard line. I would like it to be a bit more interactive between the characters, but, you know, as far as the gameplay goes and for the price, I think this game is very much worth it. You have in-depth upgrade systems, you have the ability to grind if you so wish. You probably will need to do some, but if you stick to certain towers, you can probably finish the game without it. The harder missions give you a good challenge, good reward. I've grinded quite a bit, as you can probably tell, and I've had no real problems in this game, except from the achievements. Some of the achievements are really taxing. They give you that extra level of difficulty, something to really aim for. And trying to 3-star every level as well is something that can take some time. So the gripes I do have with this are only in the cinematic way of things. I mean, you can argue it's a collectible card game, you may not necessarily get the towers you need, but if there's a tower you need to like shoot flying enemies or to detect invisible enemies, you're given that through the story as a reward from the story mission. The random cards you can get, you can grind through most of them and have no problems. As I can see, I'm 3 levels away from the end of the game and I'm only missing 1 card, and I'll probably find that if I stick around and grind a bit later. Some of the cards become more common later on in the game as well. I think this game is very, very much worth it. I have enjoyed this game thoroughly for the past 17 hours, 18 hours, maybe more. And for its price, it's much better than a AAA title that would give me far less hours of enjoyment. I've been Shadaz, this is Prime World Defenders, and it's worth it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.